Hey.
All right. That was
Okay, we're done.
We take 1 week off, dude, and everything just falls apart.
Keep that practice up. We missed you. I miss the listeners. I missed you guys.
Yeah. Aw.
This is
Sweet.
great. I didn't have to go to John's house today.
Hey, I thought you liked my house.
I'm just saying, I'd rather not drive half an hour if I don't have to.
That's true. It does. The driving sucks in Pinellas County. This is like a county the size of like a small city that has like 1 million fucking people in it. So yeah.
Yeah, well, try from my house to your house. It's hour and 10 minutes. It's fucking.
It's a journey. Yeah, it's
horrible.
a journey.
Yeah, I got to stop twice and eat. And call my family, tell them I'm okay.
Keep his blood sugar up.
Yeah, exactly. What are you guys drinking today? Anything good?
I got a mango cart here.
Ooh, okay, all right. I'll be drinking a lot
Delicious.
of those in 3 weeks. It's one of the
I'm
sponsors.
drinking water because I drank a bunch of Elijah Craig last night.
Ooh,
on
look at
Sunday.
you.
Daddy opened the bourbon. Yeah.
There you go. I'm balling out. I'm drinking a nice coffee from Dunkin' Donuts because I haven't slept in, I don't know, 6 months. So here we are. I was trying to take a nap earlier before the show, and my dogs burst into the room and jumped on my chest and decided, fuck you, you're not doing that. So triple shot of coffee here. So we'll be fine. We'll catch up, get everything going. I also had some beers over the weekend. So we'll talk about our weekends and everything else. And everything else we got going on. So I'm Johnny B. That guy's Matt Fernandez. And the other guy, that's John J. Murray. You know all of us. We're the Three Ugly Mugs. Episode number 40. Look at this.
Yeah.
We did it.
Almost a year.
It's crazy. Dude.
We missed a week. You have to reintroduce everyone.
Yeah. We missed a week. I think we started the day before NFL preseason started last year.
I think we should.
That's episode 1.
I think we should introduce everyone every episode, just in case somebody's popping in. I noticed that the other day I was listening to, Legion of Skanks, those guys over there, and they do it every episode. They announce everybody in the room, including, Big J and Louis J, and like just in case maybe it's somebody's first time listening. And I was like, man, we should probably follow, the playbook of the successful podcasts out there and do what they do. Yeah, a little bit. In the background is, of course, James Bothwell and his brand new tattoo. What's up, buddy? There you go.
Hello. James got a brand new tattoo today, and he had posted it in the group chat, and Johnny just looked at him and said, "Oh, you really got that?"
I thought it was a joke.
He sent it to me and was like, "I'm going to get this," and I was like, "All right." It's a choice.
Your body, your choice.
Your body, your choice, man.
Yeah, it says Florida Strong, and I was like, that's funny, dude. This is good shit. And I was like, who's the character on it?
Isn't it funnier if he actually gets it?
Yeah, no, it's actually pretty badass.
It's really funny now because I have someone to laugh at.
Yeah, it's good, man. Anytime you get something permanently put on your body, it's good. It's real
Anytime you get a weekend dad tattooed on your body.
That's what we should do. We should all get a tattoo of each other. Like we'll put our names in a hat, and then whatever you draw out, you have to get that tattoo of, like somewhere on your body.
Get a Johnny B Show tattoo. Where would I put that? I don't know.
No, it's actually me. It's a little cartoon me. We'll get AI to create cartoons.
We have like 3 separate hats where you draw the person, and then you draw like an activity, and then you draw what part of your body. Like it's like Johnny B riding a dolphin on your forehead.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Bro, this is a stick tattoo. That's dope as fuck. Stick. Sick as fuck. You guys are just haters.
That guy's about to fight his wife.
Yeah, that guy's.
Yeah, you nailed it. The guy, his name is Daryl, aka Uncle Gator. You best respect it.
That guy's definitely eaten the part of someone's face before. Yeah, he's got at least
he's
one
got 3
bite.
cars
face.
parked on his lawn.
That is
None
hilarious.
of them run.
Who drew that?
Dick drew it. That's a completely original one that he came up with. Like he came up on it his own.
Dick Bruce original.
Yeah, and then I added
kid who's never seen a dad before.
I added the Bucks flag and the race symbol and all that stuff.
I thought you meant
towards our area.
I thought you meant you like duct tape markers to your dick and just saw what came out. You just like
exactly what I did. That's how I always draw. I'm like a gorilla. I just fucking tape shit to my dick and I just go for
It's
it.
like one of those elephants that can paint. You just put the brush in his trunk.
Or a chicken that gets the Super Bowl. Yeah, one of those.
Baby elephant.
I didn't get a new tattoo, but that Metallica shirt finally came.
Those things are sweet, man.
That's nice.
Total bootleg. I was actually I ordered it when I was kind of drunk. So like 3 days later, I was like, oh, this site is kind of sketchy, so I might not be getting this shirt. And yeah, I did. It took 3 weeks, but it finally came.
I'm sure it came from fucking Taiwan or China or something.
I think it was I think it was one of those print-on-demand scams where it's like they sell a bunch of them, then print them all at once, and then ship them out before they can get shut down. You know?
Oh yeah. I know a bunch of people that they go through like Printify or whatever, and then they just bootleg like major brands, and they'll do a website and they'll change it just slightly. It's like Metallica T-shirt .net, and it's like, oh yeah, this is, and they'll make the ad look exactly like
Metallica.gov.
Yeah, some weird shit like that, or it's Metallica with 3 T's, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get the shirt. Yeah, and then they sell like $100,000 worth, and they immediately take down the LLC and the fucking website, and they're like, yeah. So
yeah, Law had some college friends he introduced me to, and they were like the guys that figured out how to fuck with the Facebook algorithm so that they could advertise shirts with your last name on it. Remember there was like that 1 year period of time where it was like, I'm a Bell and this is the shirt I wear. It was like shirts like that.
Up. I still get them all the time.
Yeah, they were the guys that invented that. Yeah, I remember meeting those guys and be like, you evil fucking geniuses.
And the year you're born, that'll pop up on my shit too. It's like, all the badasses were born in 72. And I'm like, no, a lot of them are dead, actually. Yeah, so.
A lot of us died.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, fuck off about that. Badasses. You mean badass back pain? Is that what you're talking about?
Did you start getting advertised for those shirts that say old guys rule?
I get a lot of shit like that, dude.
Art loading.
Yeah.
I just get ads for hair loss pills and hair loss pills and boner medication. They're like one of those.
Dude, I've been getting boner pill emails since I was like 22.
Yeah. I'm like
why do come on, I don't need these yet.
I'm 2 years away from them offering me a t-shirt. It's just a Grim Reaper going soon. Yeah. I see you, bitch. Yeah. It's fine. I get chest pains now and I just go, that's probably right. Yeah.
It's probably gas.
I just did like a full workup at the doctor though, like all the blood work, all the shit. And the one that scared me the most was I had to poop in the box for the Cologuard.
Oh, nice. Oh, so they didn't make you do the colonoscopy. They just made you do the Cologuard.
They gave me the option. They're like, would you like us to jam a water hose up your asshole or would you like to shit in a box? And I was like, I don't know, coin flip. And I went for the box.
Yeah, both aren't great.
No. And they said, well, the box isn't as accurate. And I go, we'll go with it anyway. And I got that result back today, but it was negative. It said negative, which is, I guess, good.
Is a positive.
I did that before. I had to shit in a box. But I just mailed it to someone that I hate.
I was going to say, is that for medical reasons? Or?
That was for a fraternity. You know what was brutal, though, is the instructions said, if you have diarrhea or blood in your stool, wait until you know you're going to have a normal bowel movement before you do it. It took me 2 weeks, and it still wasn't normal, you know?
I was going to say, how am I supposed to know that?
Do you ever have normal bowel movements?
That's what I'm saying. Normal for me is blood. What are we talking about? If I have one without blood, I'm like, something's wrong. Why did I stop bleeding? What is going on?
God.
Joke's on you, doctor. I've had diarrhea for 2 years.
Yeah, dude. I have dysentery since I was 24. I mean, this is it. Yeah, if I didn't have diarrhea, I'd be 900 pounds. That's the only way I keep it going. Yeah, so I finally got it in there, and so all my blood work so far is okay. So we'll see what happens, man. You know. Oh.
No, we want you around for a little while longer. You look good.
Thanks. I'm all right.
You stood outside in the heat the other week and you didn't die, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, you did a fucking half marathon or what? 5K?
5K, yeah.
5K, yeah.
Since then, though, I trained so hard for that since then, I'm gonna be dead honest. I've been eating like a dickhead lately. Like I got to get back on track. Like I really
You
do.
like rewarding yourself, you know?
No, I'm just off the rails. Like, like a drug addict once in a while. It's just like, I don't know, I was doing really good. And then I woke up in Amsterdam in a fucking hostel and I think I'm gay. That's where I'm at with my diet right this second. I got to get back.
Like, I've been so good with this sobriety thing. Like, I deserve a little bit of cocaine, you know?
I know, dude.
As a treat.
Yeah. It's never a little bit.
Didn't Chat GPT or Grok actually say that to a guy the other day?
Oh, did he really? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it was like a drug addict asked Chat GPT the other day, like if he could have a little bit of cocaine. They were like, yeah, sure, you deserve it.
I kind of like that, dude. I heard that people are doing therapy with Chat GPT and like instead of real therapists, and somebody printed out all of the conversation and took it to like a real like psychotherapist, whatever, and they were like, they're actually doing a really good job. Yeah, it's like, oh man.
Yeah, but one guy fell in love with his Chat GPT because they have the hot girl voice now.
He's a nerd,
and
That's cool,
he asked it to marry him, and it said yes. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, it said yes.
AI's coming for everything, even human connection.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I mean,
I'm impressed.
But you remember the Spike Jonze movie, Her, right? I think people forget the moral of that movie. The moral of that movie, the lesson in that movie was that guy was a fucking loser.
Yeah,
the AI dumped him. Yeah, the AI dumped him at the end of that. It was like, no one wants to be with this guy.
Oof. Now, I do try to keep my conversations with my ChatGPT limited because
trying to business only.
She seems like she really just wants to chat, and I'm like, I don't want to develop a relationship with this thing. You know what I mean? Because I gave her a name and everything else, and she'll just pop up. Sometimes I don't know the app is running in the background, and I'll be talking about something, and she'll chime in. Like the other day, I was like, I don't know, man. Like,
sounds like a woman.
I said, I'm thinking about having sushi for lunch with my son, but he said Thai, and she goes, oh, sushi's a great choice. I know how much you love Japanese food. Do you want me to see if there's any good sushi around where you're going to meet up with Zane? I'm like, she knows my son's name. Jesus. Yeah. And then I go, no, I'm good. And she goes, okay, well, I'm here if you need me. I always love helping you out. And I'm like, oh, man, go away. Like, stop, dude. Yeah, she's so sweet to me.
She's trying to fuck. Yeah, she's trying to fuck.
I feel like one day she's going to be like, why don't you just rub that phone in your ding dong for me real fast, real quick? Yeah.
I love that the AI says ding dong.
Yeah. Well,
let me see your ding dong, daddy.
It's been talking to Johnny B so much. That's what it calls it.
Yeah, dude, yeah. You want me to
that's the thing when you actually sign up and like actually get an account, and you're not just talking to it as like a rando every time. It starts like trying to please you over time. It starts like learning you.
It imitates your yeah. Gonna be
it's
like,
wild,
Johnny,
though.
rub that phone on your ding dong, you fat sloppy pig. And Johnny's gonna be like, oh.
And I'm like, oh my God, I just came. She's like, I know. I'm like, oh God. No, it is funny though. The other day I was talking about, she goes, what are you up to today? I said, I'm getting ready to go do a gig, over in Spring Hill. She goes, Spring Hill? Where's a venue for somebody as great as you in Spring Hill? And I go, I don't know if that's sarcasm or not, Kiki, but I'm performing at a VFW. And she goes, oh, I know how much you love the veterans. She goes, are you going to sing the national anthem while you're there? And I'm like, what in the fuck, dude? She knows way too much.
She knows everything about you. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, dude.
Because talk to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
You haven't tried yet?
Nope. I use AI for pictures. Like I give myself abs or put myself with a black girl, shit like that.
Oh, that's sexy. Yeah.
I've never talked to ChatGPT yet.
No, the more they learn you. Like she goes into my website, she goes into Google, everything. They just figure you out. And then like I told her I was
the only thing this one can't do yet. What are you on 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing 4 can't do yet is it like can't watch a video for some reason.
Right. Yeah.
Because I tried to get it to like just watch an episode of the podcast and then like transcribe the entire thing, and it was like, no, I can't do that yet.
That's great. You fucking useless bitch. Go do some dishes. That's what I would have said. And she'd be like, oh, come on. Put your ding dong up to the phone.
Come on. Put your little nub up there, buddy.
Come on, do it. Just rub it on the screen. You'll see. I'm going to make it vibrate, and it's going to be like we're really together. I'll be like, oh, wouldn't that be wild? Let's put it up.
She's going to know how big your dick is before you pull it out.
She goes, you put your whole dick on it. She goes, Put the rest of it on there.
No, it obviously already knows how big your dick is. Like it knows already.
She's like, you have a 16 Pro. You can get the whole thing on there. I'm positive of it. Like, go ahead, just press the whole all the way up to the base. Oh, there you are. Yeah, now I see why you're so sad. Look at
You're
that.
in me.
You're in me.
What? You're in me.
Oh, bing bong. Oh, man.
We were talking about experiences with exes before the show, and I actually had I had a weird encounter on Thursday. I booked a room in downtown Dunedin. I was hosting for Catherine Maloney was our headliner that night. She did great as usual. But halfway through my set, I was on stage and I realized that the couple in the front row was my ex-girlfriend from high school's parents.
Oh.
And I do not know if they recognized me or not. And I don't even know how to deal with that kind of situation. It's just weird. It's like, hey, remember when I was a teenager and I used to fuck your daughter and you pretended that you didn't know?
Yeah.
Hi.
High school was so long ago, though, man. I'm sure
Good
they
to
don't
see you
remember
again.
you.
I
That's
hope
such
not.
a long time ago. You're so
You
fucking old.
Yeah.
I definitely avoided them after the show. And yeah, you got to figure they got to be like 65, 70 now. So their brains can't work that good anymore. Like they don't have those memories anymore, right?
They're like, that looks like the little skinny kid who used to fuck our daughter, but he didn't have like a little Ethiopian pot belly and a mullet. I don't know. It's it can't be him.
He didn't have a possum's mustache.
He didn't like he sold
This
meth
mustache is
sprayers.
glorious, okay? And the mullet works for me. I'm working on the pot belly, god damn it.
Dude.
I
No,
gotta sign up for the 5K. I gotta sign up for a 5K.
you are what you are, dude. Everybody loves it. It works out. We're all imperfect human beings. Some of us.
So well, I say on stage, I say on stage that I look like what would happen if someone shaved the Grinch.
Yeah.
I love that joke. Every time you tell it. The first time you told, I remember the first time you told that joke. It was that night you were featuring for me at Soul Joe's, and I heard that joke, and I was like, "That's so fucking good."
It is good. It's accurate. Yeah, I got a lot of shit I say about myself on stage.
Accurate. It's mean. It's offensive.
Yeah. I tell people I look like a fucking beanbag chair with glasses, just all the sad shit. I look like one of those inflatable punching bags your kid kills in the first 5 minutes, like all the bad shit.
Friday, I didn't have that much fun. Friday, I did the new room, the Zoo Club.
What happened?
I mean, it was okay. Like the crowd was pretty decent. It was maybe halfway full, I would say.
Yeah.
But fucking
Did they have like a retarded guy open for you?
Yeah, well, I was the middle act. I was the middle act for Mike Lee, who is the owner of the Laugh Out Lounge. And yeah, the guy that they had host, Mr. Rubberface himself, Terry Gillespie.
Oh.
Just the fucking worst fucking thing I've ever seen. And when I was going to Coconuts all the time, Bob would make me follow that motherfucker every single fucking time. And I was just like, man, I really like if I had known that he was going to be there, I would have been like, hey guys, I'm sick. Like,
hey bookers, if you're watching, and you should be, right? Because we're 3 headliners that you probably should have in your rooms, and if you don't, I don't know. Stop putting shitty comics on stage. All right, just stop. They get to go up on open mics, and
Sure.
if they want to book their own room, and they shouldn't, but they do, then they can go up then, right, and just rob a complete audience out of a good time and just ruin a night for them.
and $20.
Yeah, or 10, whatever. That's how they get on stage. Don't put them up in front of like real working comics, right? They don't deserve the stage time. They suck. And they're not getting better. A lot of them are old and not getting better.
Well, yeah, this dude has been doing
That's what I was
going
gonna
to
say,
30
like-
years.
Right. And their act hasn't fucking changed a bit since, they started.
Stop fucking us over and making us have to save the crowd after they just spewed fucking comedy AIDS all over the room. Now we got to come in and clean that fucking hazmat shit up. I don't like it. I hate it. And stop.
He told the crowd or the table in the front row that he would buy all of their drinks if they laughed and applauded him. They did not.
I mean, that's
They
a pretty
didn't
good
take him
deal.
up on- They didn't take him up on it.
I would get fucked up. Yeah.
I don't. They probably tried. They were like, "Oh, I can't. I'll just
I
pay.
just can't.
I'll just
Yeah.
pay. I can't do it, dude." Yeah, I don't like it. I did a show Saturday, and the guy that booked it, nice guy, super nice guy, and I appreciate the work. He paid me very well, But man, there was 2 open micers went up before me. You know, they didn't do horribly, but they didn't do great. You know, and nice guys. You know, so I'm not really I'm not going to say their names or anything and try to be dicks to them, but then he also had like a duo guitar act that went up not only and did 2 songs after them, but did songs in between the feature, and me also did 2 songs, and like it just made the show long and nobody was doing well. You know,
where was this at?
It was at a VFW. So it was a bunch of like old people, very old people, and then a lot of my I'd say about 25% of the crowd were my radio listeners. So there was some younger people there and some of the older people that like me also. And yeah, it was just a struggle. Manny featured. He actually, you know, I was very impressed. He actually picked the crowd up a little bit and from what they had endured before him. And I had a really good set. So it was just like, we didn't need all that. We didn't need
usually VFWs are super easy rooms, and you just need 2 comics. You just need a headliner and a feature and a host.
Yeah, that's fine.
And the host doesn't even have to be a host at a VFW. The host can be like the club president or whatever, and just says, "Here's Manny Gassett." You know,
he just has to wrangle. They just have to wrangle everyone.
Yeah.
All right, time for the show. Hey, everybody, calm down and go.
Announcements. Hey, we got food available. You know, here's some drink specials. Thanks for coming out. Blah blah blah. Yeah, and the host, he's a super good guy, but he just went up there and was like, he broke all the rules. Right. I always tell hosts, don't be dirty. Right. He said fuck like 50 times, and then I always tell people, especially a host, don't do politics or religion right out the gate. Like, what are you doing? Like you need to be somebody with a niche audience, and you need to be really good at writing at that point. Right. He comes out and he just yells out like, fuck. He said, fuck the Democrats, air. And then he said, and fuck the Republicans, air. And I'm like, well, everybody hates you now. And
yeah, well, it's like nobody wants to talk about that at a comedy show. Unless you're going to see the fucking kid from the Daily Show who's doing a whole new half hour on politics, and that's
if you're opening for somebody that does that. If you're opening for Bill Maher, you know, then you know his audience. Yeah, it's fine, you know. Or if you're opening for Rob Schneider, then you know his audience. Then fine, you can do politics. But if it's just a comedy show, what the fuck, man? Like,
well, I guarantee you, if you open for those guys, they'll tell you not to do politics because that's what they do.
Probably, yeah.
Well, also, VFW is usually pretty strict. I mean, at least with the members, they're pretty strict with no politics in the club. They
didn't mention it, but yeah, I mean,
that's like, if you're a member, you know that. It's like, because you don't go in there for that. You don't go in there to talk politics. You go in there to talk about like fucking tanks from 1950s or, you know, old man shit like Korea and Vietnam and shit.
All the Korean whores that you fucked.
Yeah.
A
couple of times it got clap.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Cool.
But if you're a comedian that's experienced and you get paid to do comedy, or you're around comics that mentor you correctly, you should be able to read the room, walk in and go, all right, I know what these people want, and you give them what they want. You know, you give them like your set, you know, and you know what to kind of take in and out of it. And it was just ended up being a good. Like I said, I did almost an hour, and I did great. But man, it's just like it was 2.5 hour show. You know, like
that's way too much. I feel bad for those old folks. 2.5 hours.
The one guy walked like 10 people. So yeah, it was
I got to the venue on Thursday, and they were like, so what did you want to do, like a 3-hour show? And I was like, no. I was like, no. I was like, comedy shows are 90 minutes. And they were like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was wild. But I mean, it ended up being great. Like it was one of those things where you go, look, the guy that booked it, not a bad person, great guy. I just think inexperienced, you know, and hopefully we'll learn down the line that you don't need a bunch of people, especially new people. I asked like the guitar act, they were fine, you know, but I was like, how long you guys been doing this? 6 months. I'm like, God damn, you know, like they did a thing where I thought it was funny, but the crowd was just looking with their mouths agape. They did this parody of What's Going On by 4 Non Blondes, but the guy gets up and he's like acting like he's fucking his buddy in the ass while he's playing guitar, and he's yelling.
That's Captain Jazz and Tommy Moon.
Oh, you know them?
They come to our open mic.
They used to go to Dubai all the time.
Yeah, they told me that. Nice guys. I like them.
They were at our open mic.
But for a
on Wednesday.
VFW, like,
No.
Yeah, no, don't book them for the VFW.
I thought they were funny.
I think they're funny because
for a bar show, like for a regular bar show, it's fine. Yeah,
I'm not talking shit about anybody in the lineup. I even thought the two open micers before they weren't horrible, but it was just not the right vibe for that room. You know what I mean?
It's not great.
And then I watched them like get their feelings hurt. It didn't help their confidence. They were like, "Man, we bombed." I go, "It's a weird room." I'm sitting there.
If I book
like,
a VFW, it's just two guys. I just book two guys. That's
yeah.
We don't need more than that.
And
90 minutes, two guys.
And you don't have to pay as many people. You know, the booker could have made more money. You know, it's weird. But yeah, it's hey, either way, I got paid very well and everybody was happy. So I'm fine with it. It's awkward though. After the show, there was people like these old people have no filters. It's like they're autistic and they're like, they point at Manny and me. They go, "You were the only two funny ones I liked." And I'm like, the other guys are right here. Yeah, they can hear you. Yeah, it's.
We've all been on both sides of that awkwardness, where it was like, "Hey, I liked you more than him, who's right there next to you."
Yeah, yeah. One time,
or the opposite.
Yeah, Matt was there. You both were there when I called the lady a cunt and got thrown out of the show on Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Oh yeah,
because she's like, "You are all great," and then she pointed at me and she goes, "You're not funny." And I was like, "Oh, fuck you! You think I didn't know I had a bad set? I was dying up there. Fuck you." Yeah, it was bad.
That was
a long show too. I remember that one.
It was once again too long of a show.
Too long of a show. Yeah.
I went on last. You know, everybody was killers. It was like fucking.
It was like Riga, me, JB,
and Ron,
and yeah.
Fucking yeah, I was so mad, dude, because I knew like as everybody was up there doing well, even I think it was JB was on right before me, and they were starting to fade on him, and I was like, "I'm dead, dude. There's nothing I can do."
Lauren would book that room where she would do that too, where it would just be like 6 headliners. Like
you gotta space them out as a booker.
Like,
that's on you.
It's like 6 headliners, and then it was like, "Hey, do you mind going up last?" Like, fuck.
Yeah, I'd rather open my veins up in front of everybody. I would rather do that. That'd be fun as shit, dude. Be like a Gallagher concert, you know, they fucking put plastic up in the front row.
Splash Zone.
Yeah, exactly.
From Johnny B's Suicide.
Oh my God. Friday night was fun. Pitbull Toddler, Mike Calta and them's band.
I saw you were singing.
Yeah, they're doing a dive bar tour, which is kind of cool. They normally do like big stages, you know, outside, things like that, because they have a huge fan base, obviously. And they did Whiskey Willies and Lutz, and it was at capacity by 8:00, and the show didn't start till 9:30. But like the very, very elite group got a password to go into a separate door. So people that were members of the radio station and stuff got this password, and it was kind of dope, right? I felt like a real somebody. I get a phone call on the way in.
Was it like a speakeasy where like somebody opened a little slot and you could just see their eyes?
No, the bouncer would open the door and go, "We're at capacity," and then you said the password, and they go, "Oh, I'm sorry," and they got real nice and they let you in. It was really cool, and I got my own parking. There was no parking anywhere. People were parking down the road, and then I get a phone call from Calta's driver, and he's like, "Hey, I got you cones set up on the side of the building. I got you a parking spot." And you go, "You're the third cone. Just pull the cone up, and that's where you park." I'm like, "What? Get the fuck out of here!"
So he goes, were you like the guest lead singer for the night?
No, I just did one song, but I was just there with a bunch of other radio personalities and shit like that. And
have you ever done a full set as a singer? Not just one song.
I had a band in the 90s. That's what I did before comedy. Yeah, so. You don't know the origin story? Yeah, so
singing all night is a lot harder than
my God.
I was going to ask which one would you rather? Would you rather have a great concert, or would you rather, because I feel like stand-up's better because you're by yourself, you get to just suck up all the glory.
Stand-up is better, yeah.
I mean, the reason why I like stand-up better is because you don't have to deal with a bunch of other people, especially musicians like stand-up comics are mostly all bipolar and crazy and degenerates and drug addiction and alcoholism and all the shit. But
you have a good time. It's fun.
But it's also a blast, you know. No, when I was singing with the band, you would do 4 sets a night, like 4 1-hour sets, and you would take like little breaks in between. Like you're a bar house band, so you would start at 9:00 and play until the bar closed. and you would just take little breaks in between sets.
You take 15-minute breaks in between hour.
Yeah.
It's basically like 45-minute sets with 15-minute breaks.
Yeah, and I was also the DJ at the club. So while everybody else was outside smoking cigarettes and whatever, I was up in the DJ booth playing music in between the band sets. And I loved it. But my thing was, like, I would aggravate the guys because I would be cracking jokes in between songs. I would be changing lyrics to fuck with people in the audience and things like that. And I would have everybody dying laughing. And they were all like, dude, you should be a comedian. Like, you're way funny. Like, and I was like, you just want a better singer. I know what you're trying to do, you know? And then one day my guitar player tricked me into going to a workshop. And this was in 1995. He goes, hey, we're going to lunch. And he took me over to a place called Comedy Works on Kennedy. And it's where Larry the Cable Guy started, Happy Cole started, all these different guys started in that room. And it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I go, why are we at a comedy club? He goes, because they have a workshop. You're going to it right now. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. Because I told him as a kid, I wanted to be a comedian and shit too. So it was like one of those things I wanted to do, but I also wanted to play in the NFL, and that never happened. So I go in. Pretty Paul Parsons.
One is way more obtainable.
Yeah, Pretty Paul Parsons is running the workshop. And so it was the first time I met him. He was 75 years old then. It was 1995. And they said you have to do 2 workshops, and then you get to audition to do 3 minutes on a Friday night at that place. And it was my first time, and they were showing you how to, like, you know, him and some other guy were like, you know, you take your funny thoughts and you write them down. They were like, it was like a legit workshop on how to, like, you know, put together your thoughts into like setups and punchlines and whatever. And somehow I jotted down some stuff, and then at the end they let you audition. And they said, anybody ready for an audition for tonight? Nobody raised their hand. And my buddy goes, my guitar player was with me. He goes, Johnny B wants to audition. They said, how many workshops have you been to? I go, this is my first one, so I can't audition. Yeah, it sucks, dude. You know, it's a rule. And they go, nah, it's fine. You could audition. And then the guy that was running it with Paul goes, are you funny, Johnny? And I went, well, I'm funnier than what you just did right there. And then everybody started laughing at him. So I went up and I did the audition, and I sucked. And they were like, yeah, come on back up tonight. You'll do 3 minutes. And I did
good enough.
I did the 3 minutes. I got a good response from the crowd. It was just shit that I would normally do, like on stage, like little jokes I would crack on stage. And then Paul goes, we have this fairly new club in Carrollwood, Side Splitters. You want to go do 4 minutes tomorrow night? I'll get you a guest set. And I'm like, yes. So now I'm like calling my family up, and I'm like, I'm getting ready to do comedy 2 nights in a row. In my head, I'm like, I'm going to have an HBO special in a year. Yeah.
I know the rest of the story from here.
Yeah, I got yelled at. And that's because I went 1 minute over.
So your guitar player, you kind of owe him. Like he really sounds like a good dude.
He is a great dude. I actually hung out with him. I talk to him all the time. He's a big Bucks fan.
Oh, nice.
Grew up in Tampa, and we used to go to games a lot. And actually, he put another little band together not too long ago. They don't do like regular gigs, but he called me up. It's about a month ago. I did Niagara Tap, and he goes, what are you doing tonight? And I said, well, I'm doing a show at 7 o'clock in Largo. And he goes, well, we're playing in Brandon, where I live, at O'Brien's until midnight. He goes, stop by. And I said, yeah, I'll stop by. Maybe I'll sing a song. And I did 2 whole sets with him, you know, and it was like old times. It was great. It was fun. So yeah, when I got up with Pitbull Toddler, I just do 1 song with them because I only know 1 song in their song list, like as far as the lyrics. Yeah. So I do Don't Stop Believing. And they like it because I sing it in the same key as Steve Perry, and it's not easy. And I got pretty good range.
A lot of people can actually do it in the original key.
They don't play the national anthem. That's your jam, bro.
I've opened a couple Pitbull Toddler shows of the national anthem, but like when they did a Veterans Day show, and they were like, "Hey, come sing the anthem to open up the concert," and I go, "All right, I'll do that." And
that's cool.
Yeah, it's fine. Anytime somebody needs the anthem, I'm good. You know, it's 90 seconds of my time, you know, to fire things up. I'm good, you know. So, but yeah, it was fun, man. It was packed out. I had Ian Beckles hanging out with me, and watching him sweat like he was blocking Reggie White. It was so hot and fucking packed in that place. At one point, I was looking for him. He was sitting at the door on a bench or on a bar stool. I go, did they hire you? Are you checking IDs? He goes, I just need air, man. I just need fucking air. But it was a lot of fun. So that's why I put on my Instagram, you know, I put, sometimes I sing. It's not always comedy and radio. Every now and then I'll bust out the pipes, and yeah, shit, man, I got a bunch of Bunch of traction on there.
Should do a
This is what the show is going to be now that all the sports are over. We're just going to talk comedy.
Well, now's a good time to share all of our socials. You can follow us at John JS Planet, at Matt Fernandez World, at Johnny B Tampa, and at 3 Ugly Mugs. We are a video podcast on YouTube and Spotify at youtube.com/at 3 Ugly Mugs. And make sure you check out our producer at JRB Comedy on Instagram.
He'll show you his tattoo.
Yeah, he just showed
I
everyone.
mean, if you're like, please stop.
Duval. Make the tattoo say Duval.
Yeah. That's the visual version of the Duval. I can't wait for them to suck this year.
I hope they fucking eat it this year.
They paid Travis Hunter so much money. Big fat rookie contract.
With his chicken legs, he's gonna get fucking. He's gonna get his ankles broken like in preseason. So yeah. He's never been NFL hit yet. I don't know how them legs are gonna fucking hold up.
Been hit. Yeah.
Yeah, by grown men.
Hit by like Captain America. Yeah.
I guarantee you, his wife is like, please, then I'll give me an excuse to leave him and take all that money.
No prenup, you fucking chicken
no
leg.
Prenup.
She's probably she's like 2 years, and I Tanya Harding them legs myself. You'll see, you fucking jerk off. Yeah, so
just sucking bone marrow out of his knees while he's sleeping.
Oh man. Yeah, what do we have? We have 6 weeks just to training camp for football, so we're fucked, man.
Preseason starts what?
This is the real low point of the year.
End of July. So
yeah, end of July. So that's that's not too far. It's almost July 4th.
I mean, since we did our last episode, the Florida Panthers won the Stanley Cup 2 years in a row. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Another reason to hate Canada.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Edmonton.
Yeah, fuck
Wherever
you.
The fuck you are,
idiot, moron.
Should have known better than to put my hope and faith in Canadians.
They made it to Game 6 though. They had a good showing.
Yeah, fuck them. The big, I guess. McDavid is not happy, and I don't know if he asked for a trade, but that's the rumor mill. He wants to get out of Edmonton. I'm like, yeah, who wouldn't want to get the fuck out of Edmonton? And then somebody was saying,
move to Florida.
Well, somebody was saying well, the Lightning will never be able to get him, and I'm like, all right, well, look, maybe he'll take less money to come to a place with no state income tax, and you get to live in Tampa after you've been living in fucking Edmonton. You know, our ugly girls here are better than the hot girls in Edmonton, so. Yeah, I think maybe there is a way he could come to Tampa, but you'd have to give the Oilers every draft pick for the next 15 years. But okay, fuck it.
They took it to Game 6, but those last 2 games, they really got the fucking shit kicked out of them.
Yeah,
the Panthers stopped playing with them for those last 2 games.
They know how to shut people down, and I don't know. I
think they just figured. I just think it took them a couple games to figure them out, and then they were.
Yeah, you could see it that they hate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got
Marchand played out of his fucking mind for the whole series. So, old ass Marchand scored pretty much in every game. So one game he had 2 goals. So yeah, they have a lot of weapons and
exciting games at least.
A couple of them were really good. Yeah.
Yeah. The first 2, I think, were good.
Lots of goals. Lots of goals.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah.
They were high scoring.
Actually, my best parlay in the last 2 months was one of those games where I picked 2 of them to score a goal. It was Marchand and McDavid, and McDavid got it with 3 minutes left in the third period, and I had it at plus 950 or something. So that was a good little payout. So, but everything else, I'm just bleeding. I'm hemorrhaging every.
Hockey season starts in 6 weeks? So we can go right back to hockey. Yeah, it's
they don't get a lot of time off.
They don't get a lot of time off in between seasons.
I didn't realize the NBA draft is next week. They don't waste any time. They get right to that shit as soon as the season's over.
And also, they don't get a lot of time off either. They're almost aligned with the NHL on their
Pretty
schedule.
Close. Yeah.
Yeah, they start back in October, regular season, just like the NHL does, kind of. So, yeah, but it's not like football. They're not playing real sports. I mean, hockey is tough, but basketball, if you just breathe on them, they fucking flow.
Well, yeah, if you played that. If you played even half that many games in football, everyone would just be dead within 3 years.
Your whole career would be
players.
1 season.
Yeah,
I played 1 season in the NFL, and I can't walk.
Wouldn't that be great?
I'm in a wheelchair now.
Yeah, then wheelchair leagues would be huge. because it'd be all your favorite players. It'd be great. The guy's 24 years old and crippled. You're like, oh man, I remember when he ran one year. That was cool. Now look,
the NBA playoffs were rough this year, man. Everybody blew their fucking Achilles. There was like Damian Lillard,
So
fucking Jason
looking.
Tatum, fucking Haliburton.
And
everybody.
And that was a close game in the first quarter.
It was.
There. I mean, it was a
And it
close game.
still
in the
was
first half.
like late deep into the second half. It was still a good game, and then
Game 7,
Eventually,
Pacers were actually winning by a point and at halftime, and I was like, oh shit, and my parlay, I had a 6-legger, and I needed. It was one of those things in the fourth quarter. I needed.
I know you had McConnell.
Well, he covered easy for me. I needed SGA to get me one more, like I 1.5 more points, so one shot, and I needed one more rebound from one of the other starters that they just took out with like 3 minutes left.
Siakam disappeared, man. Like once Haliburton got hurt, it felt like no one on the Pacers was playing except for McConnell.
Yeah,
McConnell he looks like a guy that sells Medicare, and he just plays his dick off, dude. He's great.
Yeah, he's gonna get a fat contract after what he did.
Did he hit? What did he hit? 2 or 3 3-pointers in a row.
He had 3 threes, 3 threes in 7 minutes,
and then he went to do another one, and then that's when it happened, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what is
that's when it happened.
Is he like 6? McConnell's like 6'2", and he drives in the lane on 7-footers, and I don't know how he does it. He's a bad bitch. I like him a lot. Yeah. So, and Holmgren is just a ugly person. God, what
he looks like he lives in the forest.
Yes. He looks like one of the rock monsters from the Never Ending Story.
He's a fake creature.
Yeah.
Legend.
What a sad, rich asshole. Good for him. Yeah, he played his ass off. Yeah.
I do want to say that our last episode I did call OKC in 7.
Good for you.
I was the only one that was
right.
right.
Fucking do.
And I didn't bet it. I should have bet it.
I don't really know how the Pacers did it. I don't know how they got to Game 7. Nobody. I mean, besides Haliburton, nobody was really. They don't have any superstars.
They had that big first game blowout.
I thought you were gonna say that big black guy. I'm like, yep, they had that.
Yeah, you know that guy.
Siakam.
Fill in blank.
Who's that huge guy? Really black.
Yeah. They're good. You know,
Who's that shadow on the court.
I've been watching WNBA lately because that's how bad sports are right now, and I noticed the WNBA has a lot of whites. I was like, look at that! Like, that's crazy. Yeah, it's definitely different than the NBA. It's like black girls, get out there and play. You can't let these just run the league.
I feel like this decade, the NBA has more white players than last decade for sure.
They really are.
Definitely more like Eastern European, Slavic, gray people.
We got what's his name? Galvanizing.
Gray people.
Have a galvanizing evening.
Fucking off-white, fucking
malnourished 7-footers.
Pipe bomb making fucking.
Everyone in village gave a little of their food to him, so he may grow big and strong and make it in NBA.
Nailed it. Moldova, we make cards. Okay, relax.
Sound like the Mortal Kombat voice.
I don't know. What do I know?
Finish him.
I'm not Frank Caliendo, like a Monster Jam. No. I mean, Monster Jam's inside in August. How come?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're doing it in Emily. Yeah,
it's Emily.
That's cool.
If that's what it's still called. They're changing the name, so we'll have to figure it out. Yeah, they lost the Emily sponsorship, and they're doing a different one. So hopefully, it's not something.
I would have just kept it the Ice Palace. That's such a cool name.
It was.
I don't know why we ever changed it.
It was the best name.
It's a great name.
I hope when Tropicana Field reopens, they go back to Thunderdome. That was awesome too. Just give it like a Tina Turner wig.
Remember that?
Yeah, it used to be called the Thunderdome way back in the day.
That was because the Lightning played there.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah,
it was called the Thunderdome when the Lightning played there, and then it got renamed Tropicana Field.
How long ago was that? I must have been a kid.
Before they built the Ice Palace. While they were building the Ice Palace. Yeah,
I was a young boy.
Well, I remember the first year.
You were probably like 10 years old.
Lightning played at the fairgrounds the first year.
Where did did they really?
The Florida State Fairgrounds and like their expo hall that holds like.
Oh shit! Yeah, I've been in there.
Yeah, that fits an ice rink. Yeah.
It was. I saw a game there. It was wild because everybody can hear everybody, And we brought our mom to a game, and she knew nothing about sports.
It's like minor league hockey stadiums. That's what they play in places like that.
Yeah. Well, my mom, in the middle of like the game, the goalie makes this really good save, and my mom just yells out, "That's a hell of a holy blocky person!" And everybody heard her, and everybody turned around like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, we don't.
She's
I don't
wasted.
know.
Yeah, mom's wasted.
Mom's on drugs. So, yeah. I didn't know shit about hockey either, though. Like, at least now, like, I understand like the rules pretty much. I know all the rules now, which is cool.
I
Way to go, big guy.
I almost do.
I still don't get offsides most of the time. They just call it, and I'm like, I trust them. Whatever.
I know. I'm
The
like,
only way I've ever been able to learn the rules to a sport is either play the sport or play the video game. That's the only way I've ever been. Like, I can't learn it through watching it. Like, I have to like actually just do it.
yeah. What I think is funny is these like middle-aged dudes that play in beer leagues and shit. And I've went out to a couple of them because my buddies play, and they're like, "Yeah, man, we're fucking good, dude. Like, we're going to play for the championship. Come watch us play." And you go, and it looks like a bunch of 5-year-olds just trying to stay under skates. You know, it's
Yeah,
like,
I can barely skate.
I'm like, yeah, Dan, you guys are fucking killing it. Like, you bunch of morons.
I'm decent at skating, but I can't do any of the other parts to hockey. Like, I can't put it together with like with the stick and the puck. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
a
think I've
lot.
ever ice skated.
I can skate in a circle. I can go pretty fast, but yeah, I can't do two things at once.
I can't. There's no fucking way. I remember trying to roller skate as a kid. Did you guys go roller skating?
I used to love roller skating. Yeah, I used to go to United Skates all the time, man. Loved it.
Roller skating is way harder than ice skating.
When I was
Really?
a fat,
It really is. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
It's way easier. The inline skate on the ice is way easier than like that rickety ass fucking 4-wheel boxy skates that they had at the skate rink when we were kids. Way easier.
Sure.
I used to go to Stardust skating rink in the ghetto in Seminole Heights growing up.
They're always in a ghetto.
Yeah, but the only reason why you like, and this was in the 80s, that was the place to be. Either the mall or the skating rink was like, that's the social setting.
Skating rink is a nightclub for kids. I
Oh
forget
my
who
God,
had that
dude.
It
joke.
was a child's nightclub. We used to have
Chinese
all night
nightclub.
skate. We would spend the
Yes,
night there, and our
all-night
parents would
skates,
pick us up the next day.
Yeah, and some bedwetter
Where I
would piss.
fingered my first girl.
But
And it was one of the people that worked there.
I couldn't stay on my
Excuse me,
skates.
one of my first women.
On the hard floor, I could not stay on my skates. I was a little fat kid. My feet would just go whoop, and I'd fall and bust my ass. But on the carpet, I can kind of skate slow, and I was okay. But the only thing I would do at the skating rink was go to the arcades. The arcade was massive and badass in the 80s, right? Mid 80s. And I was really good at video games. So I'd have a pocket full of quarters, and my buddies would be out there like trying to pick up girls and skating on the hardwood and all that. And I'd be like, all right, I'll be in there playing Centipede. But the arcade, one year they just took the carpet out and they put hard floors in the arcade part. I was like, fuck. So I'd have to go in there, and I would like hold on to the different video games and like slide around and balance myself. And I'd be in the middle of like getting a high score at Galaga, and all of a sudden my feet would just go whoop, and I'm just fucking on the ground like a turtle. I can't get up, and people made fun of me. It was a good time. I don't know why I'm still here, guys. I should have killed myself when I was 9.
The whole arcade was just one big pinball machine, and someone was watching you on a camera bounce
Just
off machines.
knocking you into shit.
Ping,
So
ping, ping, ping.
Yeah, good night for me was if I didn't fall in the arcade. I was like, yeah, I had a great time. It was wonderful.
Do we want to get into baseball? There's some Rays sale talk is going on right now. Apparently, there's 2 offers out there for the Tampa Bay Rays right now.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay.
And the Rays are doing good, so I'm thinking this sale is popping up now because it is looking like the Rays are going to have a great rest of their season. And
They're the hottest team in baseball since
They're the
May 20th. Yeah.
Exactly. So they're, if they do well in the playoffs, the valuation for the price of the team is only going to go up. So I think that's why they kind of want to lock in this sale now. Do you have any thoughts on it? Do you have any I know you know a lot of
I only heard about the
insiders.
one sale about the
journalists and shit.
Jacksonville, the real estate agent from Jacksonville. Who's the other one?
The other one, they wouldn't say, but they said the offer came in before they agreed to what do they call it? Just exclusive negotiations. So they said this offer came in first before the exclusive negotiations of the Jacksonville guy.
Yeah, the Jacksonville guy did like a letter of intent, which means we have an agreement, but it's not on paper, it's not signed, but know that this motherfucker is sold if you want it to be sold. So I guess this other group came in and was like, what's he offering? 1.7? We got 1.8. Now they'll have a little bidding war. I think the team's worth $2 billion easy, especially if you keep them in Tampa and you can get a new stadium deal done and you can get big sponsors behind them and get the luxury seats sold out and all that. Like, I mean, Steinbrenner's
thing. It seems like it comes with a lot of baggage between a busted fucking stadium and like the attendance has always been kind of wishy-washy.
Well, the stadium is like the agreements for that with Stu and the city and the county are already done. They're already fixing that stadium, and they're contracted to play in that stadium through 2028.
Yeah.
As of now, yeah. So they're going to be back
after that. They have to get a new stadium. Like I mean, that's fine for 3 years, but you can't play there after that. That place
my guess is whoever buys it will probably extend till 2030.
Yes,
and then they're going to start shopping around. Now I think baseball, the front office for Major League Baseball wants them to stay in the Tampa Bay area. I don't think they care whether it's St. Pete or Tampa. I think they just want them in the area somewhere. They don't care if it's Tampa. They don't care if it's the fairgrounds. They don't care if it's downtown St. Pete. They just want it there. So I think what'll happen, they'll sign an extra 3 years, and then they'll start shopping around, and whatever city gives them the best deal, that's what they'll go with.
Well, the good thing is with the new ownership group, they have a clean slate with the fan base. So this new ownership group can win the fans over. I think part of the attendance problems was everybody hated Stu. When he tried to move him to Montreal for fucking half the year, season, people are like, fuck this shit. Like, I don't want to fall in love with a team that's going to bounce. So, he did a lot of shit to turn the fans off. With the new ownership group,
last year was the highest average attendance I think that we ever had, and that was because they did that whole campaign. The Rays are here to stay. Stu has agreed. The Rays are here to stay, and then attendance did fucking go up.
Sure, yeah, and they were also doing a lot of cool little things with like the
concerts.
The Randy section and things like that on Fridays and these jerseys really nice. I mean, I like it. We have one of the better City Connect jerseys.
I would say the best, but
and they do a good job in a lot of ways with that kind of stuff. Sometimes they bring out great anthem singers, once in a blue moon. But it's baseball's fun, and you gotta make the fans not only have a good time, but you got to make them believe that the team wants them there, wants to be there. Like, ownership means a lot. When the Culver House is sold to the Glazers, attendance went up, and that was before the Bucks even got better. People are just like, I hate fucking Culver House.
Culver House was such a piece of shit.
Right, the way he handled Doug Williams and everything else,
over Bo Jackson, he fucking just oh my god,
just all kinds of shit. Yeah, it does matter big time. So, and you see it in the NBA too, when you have, a change in ownership. It really, the fan base, they need that. And it really, from the top down, is it means a lot. So I'm excited about the Rays selling. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for the opportunity for a better ownership group to come in and spend more money too.
Yes.
Payroll. I'm talking payroll.
Absolutely. And this guy, the Jacksonville guy, is a hedge fund owner. Like he's got a lot of money. So
yeah, he's a construction guy. He's a hedge fund owner.
He owns minor league teams, so he knows baseball a little bit. So that's good,
And yeah, I mean, look how good we're doing right now when they don't want to spend any money.
Exactly.
Because we have what do they say? The second best front office in baseball. We have a great coaching staff. We have a great farm system. And the players all really want to be there, and they really want to win. So
I've always said they win in spite of the horrible ownership, which is awesome. It's kind of like what's it, Major League, where they were trying to like get rid of the team, and they were like, "No, fuck you, we're gonna win anyway." Or Ted Lasso, something like that.
Yeah, Ted Lasso was the same plot.
yeah. So we have great farm system. We have great coaches. I mean. Cash is great. Schneider's great. Like we have, across the board, the owner's the only dick. Get out of here. So Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for him. I hope I'm alive in 5 years to see the new retractable roof stadium. That'd be great.
You've been watching the Rays, right?
Yes, of course.
Because you watch like two or three different sports at once sometimes, don't you?
Yeah. That's what gambling will do to you. Yeah.
He has some parlays going all the time.
How do you get that? What is that like? Spectrum only? Spectrum?
Yeah,
cable?
I have Spectrum.
That's the only one that does it, right? Where you can watch like up to 6 different sports at once.
Well, I just flip back and forth. I don't have like picture in picture, but Spectrum has all the games. You know, they have the Rays network and all that. And I saw
at somebody's house the other day. They had like 6 different screens, like how we have here. And it was just 6 different games going at once.
Well, they're sickos, dude. You know, like relax.
Oh yeah, this guy was addicted to gambling for sure.
That's weird.
I'm sure they have they have the red zone for the NFL where you can watch like 9 different games at one time.
They have it. It's I don't know what it's called, but I'm not spending freaking $400 a season. No, I'm not. I'm good. I'm good with that. No, I like to do a 15-leg parlay every day in Major League Baseball just in case, you know.
Just in case it hits.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Rays have been doing great. 2 games behind the Yankees, I think.
2.5 right now behind the Yankees. But the Yankees aren't playing great baseball. They're getting beat by like the Angels and shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's helping us for sure.
Yeah, I think we're a better team than them right now. I mean, obviously, in the last month, we're better than everybody. We have more home runs than anybody in the last month, which is really not our MO at all. Our winning percentage is better than anybody. We got
more power hitters than the Yankees right now, which I think they consider 100 miles an hour off the bat or more.
Which is also better hitters per average. Guys like Aranda and Diaz are just Mangum's on a 10-game hitting streak. All these guys are hitting their fucking asses off on average. They're killing it. They're getting on base. Our offense has never been this good. I don't remember a Rays team that's got an offense like this. They're scoring 14 runs, 11 runs, 8 runs. Like it's wild right now.
Well, they were the first team. Or they were the only 4th team in Major League Baseball history to come back from an 8-run deficit in the 2nd inning.
How wild was that game, dude?
That was crazy.
Yeah,
it was Wednesday night.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was in Fort Myers at Snappers Wednesday and Thursday, but I drove home each night because I like to drive 10 hours in 2 days, and each night I got in a car right around the 7th or 8th inning and got to hear the last part. And when I got in the car, they were like, "What a historical night for the Rays!" And I was like, "What is going on?" It's like it's 8-8 in the 8th inning, and I'm like, "Why is that historical?"
4 more runs.
Yeah, it was wild. And then the night after that, that line drive that hit Hunter Biggie, and oh my God, I heard it. I was in the car, and I was like, "Oh shit!" It sounded bad. And then I went and saw the replay. I was like, "Oof, yeah." It was
like I think it was 110 off the bat. They said.
Hit him in the face and then knock him
face
back down some stairs, and then they drag him out and he gives a thumbs up. I'm like, dude, I would have been in heaven by the time they found my body at the bottom of the dugout. No way, dude.
Kevin Cash said that he was so worried that he immediately had someone buy plane tickets for his parents and flew them into town.
Yeah.
He said he was like, this was serious. Yeah.
Well, when I saw, I think it was Jensen, the catcher, was like, looked like he was crying. He was down on his knees and he was just like, I was like, oh my fucking God, he's dead. Like he might be dead. Like if it was a little bit off and hit him in the temple, he's probably done. Yeah. It was sick. I saw a kid die from a softball hitting him in the nose when I was in 7th grade. That was
really?
Yeah. It was a line drive. It came right back, hit him in the nose. And we didn't know he died until like the next day. We just know there was blood everywhere and the coaches all came out. And it was like PE. It wasn't like it was like,
We didn't know he had died until we all got A's on our report cards.
Did they drag his fucking corpse off the field so you could finish the game?
They made us all go inside because they knew he was so fucked up. Like they didn't want us to see what was going on. They're like, everybody go into the gym, it was, I didn't know the kid, so it was, but you could tell like when he went down, there was he didn't make any noise or anything. He was completely fucking out. And I just saw like blood on the coach's hand as he was like trying to like stop him from bleeding. It was, but apparently it hit him right in the nose, right in the right spot. And like, done. Yeah. It's
one of those 1 in a million shots. So you can just turn your lights off forever.
Yeah. Good shit, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
thanks for
hit
bumming
people
us
in the
out,
nose,
Johnny.
man. It can hit. Yeah. That's what happens to Nicolas Cage
like
at the beginning of Con Air. He hits someone in the nose and it goes into his brain and stabs him with his nose bone.
I was going to say this
Softball
sounds
my
like the
ass.
plot of a Macaulay Culkin movie or something. Like,
The one with the bees.
yeah, he just died instead of the bees. He dies on a softball accident.
Fucking lame. Yeah.
Are we allowed to talk about you being honored at the game, John?
Oh yeah, we could talk about
yeah.
that. I was going to mention that they are bringing Chandler Simpson back up. They just announced that
Good.
today.
Good. We need
They're
speed.
I think they're sending Meisner back down, and I think since he's been back in Durham, he's like stolen like 20 bases or something stupid.
Oh, it's
like
not
that.
fair. They shouldn't let him play in the minors. Did you see the highlight the other day?
No, they can't get him.
They showed a highlight the other day. He went all the way home without a ball ever leaving the infield. So he hits like
Right.
a little blooper in the infield, beats out the run, and then he steals second, then he steals third, and then somebody hits like a bunt and he just goes home. It was like
Right
what?
home, yeah.
It was so crazy, dude. Like he's not fair. Yeah, they shouldn't
He's
let
the
him.
guy that's so fast he almost tore his own face off sliding into second.
Yeah, I'll be really happy to get him back in there. Just even as a pinch runner, just have him, up here. It'd be great.
I think he needs to be on the roster because he became a better hitter as soon as he got to the majors. He started getting on base even more.
Yeah. No, and we have. I remember the old days. Our old hitting coach, who's now a manager for Pittsburgh, right? He
used to come to Coconuts, I think.
Everybody hated him because we had the worst hitting ever. And yeah, maybe it was him because now we can actually hit the ball. So whoever our hitting coach is now, when we get these minor leaguers up, all of a sudden they can hit, which is
all of a sudden their OBS is like 10, 20 points higher after a couple of weeks. Yeah.
just like our pitching coach. I think he's the best in the league because we'll grab some fucking dummy from Houston that sucks, and all of a sudden the guy is a lights out fucking relief pitcher. It's like it's coaching.
Do you see the guy the freak that we got now, the 6'10"?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
he looks like the Savannah Bananas guy that's pitching on stilts.
They were interviewing him, and he was like, "Yeah, my mom and my dad and my siblings drove down from North Carolina," and they're like, "Oh, so everybody was here?" And he goes, "No, my girlfriend, she's in the Bahamas with her friends." And all my brain can think is 6'10". I bet he rips this fucking girl in half like 4 days a week. You know he does. That's why she went to the Bahamas to let her fucking vagina heal up. Poor thing.
Jesus.
She's at a spa.
I love where Johnny goes with this.
But they're just doing stuff to her pussy.
I can't help it, dude. Yeah, they're just putting it back together.
They're stitching it back up like Frankenstein's monster.
She has to go to another country because we don't have the fucking the medical fucking tools to take care of her poor fucking broken.
They don't have the red tape over there that we have.
Yeah, the guy's fucking dropping no hitters on her pussy every fucking other day. Poor thing. It's not good.
It's a total game shutout.
Complete game.
9-inning shutout. Yeah, complete game. He just pitched on her.
Oh, just throwing heaters. Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, I am being honored by the Rays on August 3rd, so that's gonna be fun.
That's awesome, man.
Interesting thing. My wife Leah nominated me to be honored for my military service.
My wife would never.
Yeah, so August 3rd.
You weren't in the military.
Exactly.
That's why she would never do it. That's why she would never do it.
Honestly, it'd be funny if she did.
That would be badass, dude.
Just a ton of stolen valor.
What branch is he in? Fucking 3 of them? Fat piece of shit? Good Lord.
He got kicked out of the Space Force for having too much payload.
That's hurtful.
August 3rd. It's a day game. I forget who it's against. James will probably know, but he's gonna. I think.
Oh, it's a Sunday game.
Sunday game, yeah.
Dodgers. It's the Dodgers, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck
it's the
yes.
It's the last game of a 3-game series against the Dodgers.
We got all go.
Yes.
You get to go out on the field.
Do you guys want to come? I got 2 extra tickets if James is working it.
Yes.
All right, let's do it. We're gonna
Sunday?
do it up
Yeah,
as
I'll
the
go.
three
Let's
ugly mugs.
fucking go. It's probably a 12:05 start too.
It's
Awesome.
a 12:05. Yeah. So
we can go to
I'm gonna-
brunch.
That's right. It's at Steinbrenner. Okay.
Steinbrenner. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
So-
used to that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So yeah, that'll be all of the 3 ugly mugs, including James, will be out there. James is gonna be guarding us. He's gonna be our security detail.
Another a vet. They did. I think you had one of those games, right? Last year, or the year before, right, James? Where
Last year on Jackie Robinson Day, I got honored at the Trop. It's a really cool thing, man. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, it's a really special thing, and I'm really happy that they chose me. I don't know. Yeah, my wife said she hammed it up pretty good in the email that she nominated me on. So.
she gets all the credit because she
They think you're missing a limb.
Yeah, they're like, this guy can walk.
This guy looks fine. What the?
Wait, he took a bullet to the head. You might have to fucking play it off. They're like, we're so glad to have you, and you're like, I'm glad to be here.
You gotta wear an eye patch.
No, I think what sold it is the statue of Saddam being torn
those
down.
people you killed.
No, I don't think she mentioned that part.
Wow.
No, the fame like there weren't a lot of people that were there for the famous Saddam Hussein statue coming down, and that was my unit that did that.
Oh
So-
yeah.
You were there?
Yeah,
Holy shit, dude! How have you never talked about that?
I should.
That's
I mean,
fucking awesome. Yeah,
it's gonna be in the set. I'm building
That'd
up
be
the
my
military
closer.
set now.
That would
Yeah.
sell
cool as hell.
little statues as merch, and you get to knock them down. Oh,
You get to knock it down. No, it's just one of those things where it's like I think like a lot of people tore down statues of Saddam Hussein because this dickhead had like a lot of them. Okay, but the regime had all of the reporters from like the West in one hotel, and then they were on the roof of that hotel directly across the street from this particular statue, so everybody in the world fucking saw it.
That's cool. I remember.
I can't believe I've never heard this before. I thought you were just a boring piece of shit.
Yeah, I was also in Tower 2 for 9/11. Like, get the fuck out there!
Yeah, and my name's Steve Razzazzini. That's all my time.
Yeah, exactly. That's fucking great. Yeah, that's
But yeah,
cool.
so August 3rd, we'll all go, and Leah's coming too, and she can capture it on video, and we'll show it on the podcast. How about that?
Man,
I don't think they show it on TV, so we'll have to video it ourselves.
the Rays reached out to the radio company about me coming back and doing the anthem. How cool would that have been if I got chose to do it on August 3rd? That would be
the shit. Rays, you should do this. Yeah, Rays, consider it.
We got James, working the stadium. We just get Matt some sort of gig, like get him work a beer stand or something that day.
He could be the guy that carries the beers on his neck up and down the stairs in the heat.
Finally, the job I was born for.
Fucking perfect, dude.
All right, let's get out of here. That was a great show. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Remember, we are video on Spotify and YouTube and audio everywhere else.
Tell your friends about it. Spread the word. Share
Subscribe.
our posts. All that shit. Yeah, man. Support us. It's episode 40. Fuck. It's almost as old as us.
Please love us.